are under the age of 21? Okay, good majority. So this would be a good learning experience for all of you. And for those of you who are over 21, you may actually learn something yourselves. As you know, we live in the state of California, and we are one of the biggest producers in this state of wine. We produce about as much wine in this state alone as France or Italy. Now, because of that, one day in your life, you may get put in a situation where you'll be with friends or you'll be at a party where you'll have to drink wine, and you may have to do it professionally. You may have to not look like a fool, or you don't want to look like a fool when you do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys some easy steps. Let's see, where is it? Yeah. Teach you guys some easy steps on how to drink wine professionally. First step is the type and color. There's 3 major types of wines that are produced in the world. We have red wine, white wine, and rose, which is like a pink, or it's also called Zinfandel. Today I've got 2 wines for you. I've got red and white wine. Now, I'm going to teach you the first thing you want to do when you check your wine. I'm going to pour both out for you. The first thing you want to make sure is you've got a nice clean glass. No dust, no fingerprints, nothing that would ruin the taste of the wine. And the best way to check it when it's first poured for you, or you pour it yourself, is you want to look at it, hold it up to a light, or hold it up to a white background. And you want to see the color. And then there's different types of color that you want to be aware of. With red wine, that color is going to change from a dark to a light. As it ages, it'll go from a bright, like a dark brown, to almost a purple. White wine, on the other hand, is different. It goes from light to dark as it ages. It starts off with a light greenish yellow, and then almost turns an amber brown when it ages. And this is important to know for the taste of the wine. Red wine tastes better with age because of the tannins that are in it. So if you see a nice purple, rich red wine, it's going to be very good. Yellow, on the other hand, white, on the other hand, does not have tannins, which means that as it ages, the taste will actually make it worse, and it's not going to taste as good. So you want to drink your white wine when it's nice and it has that greenish yellow tone to it. Red, you want to, it can be good, brand new, but it's preferred to let it age, kind of get it in that nice, dark, rich red area. Now, the way you can check on this before you drink a wine is look at the label. I've got my labels covered up for any legal reasons I might get the school into. But I've got a label here that I want to show you. And the easiest way to see if a wine will be good or not is to look at the date on it. It's usually right on the front. And it's going to be right there. This is 2003. So if it was a red wine, that would be pretty good. It's pretty old by now. If it was a white wine, maybe not so much. You want something more recent, 2008, 2009, something like that. Now I want to teach you how to handle your drinking utensil. I've got 2 ways on how to hold these glasses. This way is not correct. A lot of people will hold it like that. You know, it looks casual, it may look cool. It's not the right way to do it. Reason being is because the heat from your hand is going to alter the flavor of the wine, and that's not what you want. You want to have that wine exactly the way it was. So the proper way to hold the glass is to hold it right near the tip where the stem reaches the cup, and you don't want to touch it, you just want to hold it like that. Some people like to hold it really low. That's dangerous. It's very unbalanced. You could drop it that way. Now, Next step is the aromatics and the smell of the wine. This is also going to help you in your wine tasting. You want to take the wine, as you hold it, and what you want to do is you just want to sort of spin it around. And what that's going to do is it's going to let oxygen get to the wine, and it's going to bring the flavor out. And then the next thing you want to look for on it is when you spin it, is you'll see streaks from where you spun it on the glass coming down. The longer the streaks are, the more tannins that are in the wine, especially the red wine, the better it's going to taste. The next thing you want to do before you even take a sip is you want to take it and you want to give it a little smell. And the best way to do it is just to bring it right to the rim of the glass, take a nice whiff, stir it around a bit more maybe, just get that nice smell of the wine. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to enhance your taste buds. Your taste buds are going to read the smell before it reads the taste of the wine when you drink it, and that's going to enhance the flavor. Now we're going to look for taste and texture in the wine. So like I said before, you want to spin it, get the smell, then go for a little taste. Don't gulp it, just little sips. Pull it back and maybe even let it swish around a bit. Get the feel for the wine, let it roll over your taste buds, and just get all the different flavors in it. One thing you're going to see is that white wines will have a citrusy flavor to them, whereas red wines may have like a berry, like a cranberry or a blackberry flavor to them. And also, what is the texture like? If the texture is sort of smooth and rich, it's got more tannins in it, it's better for you. If it's smooth but maybe lacks flavor, it's more of a recent wine. This is mainly referring to red wine. It's a recent wine, it's not as good. Next step is the finish. And what you want to do is after you've sipped your wine and you've let it sit there for a bit, you sort of decide what did you get from it? What was the feel of it? Did you like it? Did it leave a good taste in your mouth? Did it leave any taste at all? Did it just fall off the planet pretty much? That's going to decide whether you like the wine or not. If it leaves a taste in your mouth and you didn't like it, best thing to do is after you take a sip, spit it out, get some water, spit that out, then go on to your next wine. And by using the water, you're going to wash your palate, get the flavor off, and you're going to be able to enjoy the natural flavors of the next wine that you drink. If you drink one wine after another, it's going to mix, it's going to ruin the flavor, you won't get the full experience. Right, so now I've taught you how to examine the color of the wine. I've taught you how to handle your glass so you don't ruin the temperature of it. I've taught you how to determine the flavors of the wine by drinking it. And I've taught you how to properly taste the wines and decide whether you like it or not. And now when you're at these parties and you do this, people will have much more admiration for you. They'll think you're much more sophisticated than you might be. I don't know, but it'll make you look much more proper, much more professional. It'll make a good impact on people. And the most important thing about going to a wine tasting and doing this stuff is enjoy yourself. Have fun with it. Have a good experience with it. And you could even do it at home if you ever want to become a connoisseur of wines. Just go start collecting bottles, relax, grab a glass, and enjoy. Cheers.